picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with BYU's head coach. This could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. On the run, it's Martin. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To throw, it's Bachmeier. Finds his man, it's Phillips. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Martin. Lowers those pads. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air on first down. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Setting up the screen. There he goes. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
There's so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays. Well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A first and goal situation. Opening drive masterpiece.
Flushed out of the pocket. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Moving out to the right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the ground, it's Mobley. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Make his way to the corner.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And great house and phase on both backs, so obviously some experience there, but then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well to have that speed element. And a couple of guys that maybe click now with this C.J. Carr offense and the passing attack, which went from a liability a couple years ago to a strength.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. The run inside. It's Mobley. Can't get him to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The give is to Williams. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Carr. A little screen to the running back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's second and 6.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. There's some room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Pocket breaking down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do.
And the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's all his ball. two-point conversion.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
He'll field the punt and look for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Give to the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Carr above the noise. It's picked off, and they ruin the
You're throwing it a zone defense over the middle of the field. Ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got his man in the middle. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he could not get loose on the run.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Got his man on the right. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Maybe a crease. Powers through. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And the offense will take that. Man, you just wanted this 1st down on 4th and short, but get the big gain now. Create some momentum, man. Now do you stay aggressive, keep the foot to the accelerator, and go try to get some big points.
Flips it out in the flat.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Grabs it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Down goes the quarterback, and they turn 2nd and short into 3rd and long. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Mobley. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Finds his big tight end. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Irish use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again. The remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Fires toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the number 22 team, the Pitt Panthers. And it's the Eagles, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And there is still a lot of work to do on the season, but they get back to 2-4 in the standings. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about this.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Quarterback keeper. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Throwing, Carr. He's going for it all. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, BYU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Gonna run it. It's Mobley. Got enough for the first. At midfield, he's got room. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. They'll go to the ground. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
The run inside. It's Mobley. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Carr. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Never getting stopped on that 2nd down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Now here's Carr. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On target over the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback keeps putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking for space. It's Mobley. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Just feeds the running back. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Got enough for the 1st. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Makes a grab and room to run. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Going to the run, it's Williams. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's Carr to throw. Trying to set up the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on 1st down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
Running inside, it's Martin. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. 3rd down and 2. Quarterback making checks. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Martin. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Caught. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now, a 2-minute situation, to pull this one out. He's got the talent to do it. Let's find out what he does.
The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this is a different situation, right? A field goal does you nothing here. So you can't run the football too many more times. Stay in a hurry. Got to push the ball down the field. Got to get in the end zone.
Gonna run it. It's Martin. Looks as if BYU will have a 1st down. The Cougars will use their 1st timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm into this game right now.